Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm here to help you practice and learn all the skills that you need to be an excellent reader and writer. And this week, we are working on ghost letters. Oh, don't let it be afraid. You know, those are just silent letters. Hey, this story, remember yesterday I was talking about speaking other languages? I found the coolest book. It's called Tortillas Are Round. Hold on, ready? Las tortillas son redondos. What? It has 2 languages. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Right? So here's another way that you could learn another language. If you have somebody who speaks another language, they could read to you in that language and help you learn some of the words. How awesome is your brain that you can learn a whole nother way to speak? Ah, fantastic. You might like to look for books like this. You can check it on Sora or at your county public library where I know they have books in other languages. All right, I hope you will because I am excited to hear about what language you are going to try to learn. That would be so awesome. All right, my friends, are you ready to see who's on our Sora countdown? I am too. Oh, wait, you're right. Before we do that, I almost forgot. Send me a letter and tell me what you're learning, and I'll send one of our free activity books to you. Just make sure I have your address. You can send it right to the address on the screen. I can't wait to hear from you. All right, now we're ready to see who's in the number 3 spot. Are you ready? Is it your school? Ooh, I hope so. Okay, here we go. Ready? Dun, da, da, da. Wilson Wildcats. Wow! That is awesome. Wilson, great job. Good for you. You are number 3. That's fantastic. I am so proud of you. I'm going to give you a great big wow. That's great. All right. It's time, boys and girls. You guessed it. We're going to train our ears for sound because, as Mr. Dawson would say, it's daily phonemic awareness, right? Do you watch his segment too? Because he's helping you be good readers too. All right, we're going to play the substitution game, and I'm going to use my dots. Actually, they're Mrs. Vang's dots. I'm going to use the dots to help you visualize the sounds, okay? So my first word is n, a, t, gnat. All right, you're going to guess my word. If I change the a to an I, let's see what that word is. Do you know? It. Knit. Did you get it? Isn't that kind of a cool game? All right, let's try another one. Are you ready? Okay, I have another one for you. One more. Here we go. Let's do right. Right. Here we go. R. I. T. Right. Good job. All right. What if I change the I to an O? Let's sound it out. R. Oat. Wrote. Great job. That was fantastic. You guys are really very tricky. I'm so proud of you. All right. I think we forgot to do our fluency, don't you? We better do that before we get ready for, or I almost forgot it. Let's do that before I introduce you to our next ghost letter pair. Are you ready? Okay, I mixed them up because remember, I told you yesterday I would. UE says, ooh, good job. OW says, ow. OY says ow. Oh, does it say ow? Oh, you tricked me. OY says oi. Good. Okay, how about this one? Are you ready? AW says ah. Excellent. How about this one? OI says oi. Terrific. AU says ah. And EW says ooh. Very good. All right. It's time for us to look at our final pair of ghost letter sounds. Are you ready? So today we're going to work on the MB, which says the sound, just like the regular M. Do you see the line here? That means you're only going to find this spelling pattern at the end of a word. It's not going to ever be at the beginning. So let's say the spelling pattern together. Remember, the M is the sound you hear. The B is our ghost. Ready? MB says MB says MB says Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, I don't know any words that have that, but you do. Here's one right here. You ready? Let's read it. Lamb. Remember, Mary had a little, that's right, lamb. Good job. All right, let's take a look at our reading chart. I put our MB words down here at the end, and here's our word lamb. We're going to make that be a ghost. Lamb. All right, let's try this one. Thumb. You have one of those. You might have two of those. Thumb. How about this one? Comb. Right, I hope you will comb your hair today so it's not crazy. All right, look at these sounds that we've learned. We've learned WR says R, KN says N, GN says N, and MB says How'd you do? Don't worry if it's still kind of tricky for you. We still have 2 more days this week that we're going to practice these. And I have our ghost letter chart here that we can practice reading too. So don't be worried. I'm going to leave this right here, and if we have time at the end, we'll come back and read a few more, okay? But I want to get to our high frequency words because we also have compound words to do today. And so I want to make sure we have plenty of time. All right, here are our high frequency words. Are you ready? All right, children. Now that is a plural word. If we only have one, it's a child, but when we have more than one, children. So let's spell it. CHILDREN, children. Good job. All right, let's do question. Are you ready? Question. Ooh, okay. QUESTION, question. Super. All right, here are our sentences, and think about what you might want to put in these blanks. Which one would make sense? Here we go. Ask your now. Ask your now. All are smart. All right, did you guess? Did you use the context clues? Ask. What do we ask? Right, we ask questions. So this is ask your question now. Good job. And all children are smart. That is true. All right, let's take a look at our compound words now. Are you ready? Remember, when 2 words are added together to make a new word with a new meaning, that is a compound word. So we take 2 smaller words and stick them together. But we can't just take any 2 words. Not all words make compound words. So today we're going to see that in action. I have some sentences, and we're going to I only have part of the compound word, and we're going to have to figure out what other small word goes there so that it makes sense. Okay? All right, let's do the first one together, and you'll see what I mean. Greg likes to fly in an airpine. Airpine? Does that make sense? Greg likes to fly in an airplane. Which one is it? Right. See? If we said airpine, that's not a word. That's kind of nonsense. That doesn't make sense. But if we say airplane, we know exactly what that word is. So airplane is a compound word. We took air and plane and put them together. All right, let's read the next one. She will show us her art work or art worm. Which one makes sense? Do you know what an art worm is? No, I don't either. That sounds a little crazy. So let's put work there. Art and work, when we put that together, makes the compound word artwork. How'd you do? Okay. All right, we have one last one. Are you ready? We can swim when it is light. Okay, when it is lake light or when it is daylight. Which one do you think? Right, I think so too. Lake light doesn't, I've never heard that before. So day and light, when we put those together, it becomes daylight. So we have airplane, artwork, and daylight. Terrific job. Hey, we have a couple more minutes, and just like I was hoping, we can go back to our ghost letter chart and do a little reading with it. You ready to try it? Okay, so we're going to start here, and we will read the WR says R, wrap, and wrote. All right, let's try some KN. KN says no and knock. Let's try our GN. GN says N, or it says N, not N, but it says the N sound. Here we go. Oh, look, there's a GN at the end. This word says sign, sign. And this word says gnome, gnome. Let's try MB says MB says Okay, let's try this one. Ooh, there's a consonant blend. Crumb. Good job. Let's try this one. Climb. Climb. Good for you. Wow, we have practiced a lot today. We substituted sounds, we practiced our ghost letters and our high frequency words, and you were excellent at compound words. Tomorrow, we are going to read a story that has some of our ghost letters in it. I want you to come back and help me read and find those ghost letters. Will you do that? Because the more we practice, the easier it gets. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Morning to a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun, learning is good for everyone.